What's up, guys? It's Bob here from Tweets from the Trail. In the car, heading to Dolly Sods Wilderness in West Virginia. So, I'm from Baltimore. It's about a 3 hour and 40 minute drive for me. Driving out, get ready to get hiking. I wanted to get up a lot earlier today and get on the road. It didn't happen, but I slept in a little bit, got some good sleep, and I'm ready to get out on the trail. So that's it, guys. I'll be touching base once we get closer, but about halfway there, and excited, man. Excited to get out on that trail. Still couldn't get my pack weight down. I'm weighing in full with everything, right around 40 pounds. So that's consumables and everything, but I so bad wanted to get it lower, and I put it on a scale, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So still up around 40 pounds. I'd love to get that down in the low 30s with consumables, but you know, that's the camera equipment and my filming stuff and all that, so that stuff all takes up weight. But all right, guys, I'll touch base here in a little bit. So we're about 45 minutes out. It's crazy, man. Dolly Sods, here we come. I'm extremely pumped right now. It's crazy, man. I get so excited before a hike. Like, the closer it gets, the more excited I get. Then when I hit that trail, man, it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm about 3 miles out right now. This is how you can tell. You're getting close. Old gravel road here. Been on this for about 5 miles, which takes us straight up to the Dolly Sods plateau. Glad I got the Jeep. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to come up here in a low riding car. I'll tell you that. There's some pretty decent sized potholes and ruts. Oh, there's a car. So just pulled in. This is at the parking lot in Bears Rock Trail. What a view. And again, I know these cameras don't do much for it, but what's up, guys? Tweets from the trail from Dolly Sods, West Virginia. I am stoked. There's a lot of wind, but the views are already ridiculous, unbelievable. So I'm just waiting for Sue to get here, and we'll get her all set up and get on the trail. I'm gonna go over and check out the trailhead here, see what we got. All right, we got the Bear Rocks trailhead right here. Got a map. Welcome to Dolly Sods sign, which I haven't read. No motor vehicles, sorry guys. This is cool though. Back in World War II, they used this as a training area. And although they think they have found everything, there is still a chance you might find a grenade, a rocket, a bomb, who knows. But if you find one, don't touch it. Live from Dolly Sods, West Virginia. I got Sue. Say hi, Sue. Sue will be hiking with me. It's her first hike. She's taking on the Sods. We're good to go. So we're starting our hike. We are at Bear Rocks Trail. And we're probably only going to do about 4 miles today to get to a campsite, and that's where we will be camping tonight. Got the red, white, and blue flying up above. Happy 4th, everybody. Let's get hiking. So walking down here is pretty cool. These trees have grown the way that the wind blows, because it blows up here so much. So that tree's actually just not blowing in the wind. It actually grew that way from blowing in the wind so much. Pretty cool, though. Sue pointed that out. Nice call, Sue. Actually not too bad. I've seen this a lot worse at times in videos, so yeah. So it's not too bad today. Not too bad, guys. Let's get through here. Then there's a little boardwalk here, which is pretty cool. Take you over the marsh. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
The diversity of terrain changes is unbelievable, guys. Like, literally, you're in this huge, like, pine tree forest for, like, a half a mile, and then you're out, like, in these fields of just ferns and everything else. It's been pretty crazy. I love it. That is an anthill, folks. It's huge.
I saw one just like that.
It's huge.
Southern PA, the AT, what, Calamecca State Park? Does it go through there, something like that? I can't think of it.
I can't believe how big it is.
I know, but I saw one there.
What do they make that? Do they chew things up to make that?
I wonder.
That's crazy. That's huge. That's big anthill.
Underneath, there's a big mansion. Huh?
Yeah.
I got some tunnels and mansions.
I'll tell you what. I mean, it's not a camping spot, but this would be a great camping spot.
I know, right?
Look how beautiful the trees.
Flat, nice.
Just gorgeous. And literally, a half a mile ago, we were in Pine Wood Forest.
What is that, like a wild cherry or something?
I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. So we're not sure if we're walking the right direction or not, but this view up here is sick, just completely sick. We're hoping it's the right way, but at the least, by the way, Dolly Sods not well marked. Just a heads up and anybody might be hiking out here. Definitely have your little handy map, and a lot of times you gotta guess. But so definitely keep your map handy and wait till you guys see this view. It's pretty sick. Check out this view. I know this camera's gonna do it zero justice, but it is unbelievable. Sue, what do you think? Sick? The view?
The view is spectacular. It is.
Just goes on and on and on. Beautiful views here. Someone's getting their zen on on this little rock formation. Get your zen on. Another cool rock area. A lot of cool formations of rocks around here. So we took the wrong trail, but got to see some pretty cool views because of it. So wrong view, but saw that great mountain line and saw the person that built the little zen-like thing. So not all bad when you make a wrong turn and get to see all that, I guess. No lie, when we talk about all the different, what would it be called?
Terrain.
Different, like, yeah, diversity of terrains. I swear to God, on the trail, that's sand. There's sand on the trail. It's crazy. So much different terrain. It's unbelievable. Now we got sand. Sand on the trail. Nuts. You think I was kidding you about the sand? It's like full on beach here.
I need my foot.
Sue, go kick it. I mean, it's full on beach. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Nuts, man, nuts. Check it out. The sandstone's actually shaped from that wind blowing it over, and there's so much over the years. Kind of like carves it out. It's really cool. Really, really cool. All right, so we're in a predicament. All the campsites up here on top have no water. You need water. I mean, we're not dying of thirst, but we need water to cook with. So we could stay up here and camp here tonight, but not eat dinner. So we're both pretty hungry. so we're gonna hoof it. It's about 7:30. We're gonna be pressing it close to sunset, but I'm hungry and I want to eat dinner tonight, so we're gonna get to a camp with water. That's it. Another cool vegetation change. Crazy, man. There's the trail. We need water. We need to find the water. Beautiful though, absolutely beautiful. You can smell these flowers through here too. Absolutely gorgeous. Really cool rock formations there.
Now look, you take a picture of that and you say, where are you at? Who would ever say to you West Virginia who didn't know this?
It's gorgeous.
Right, Bob? You'd never guess West Virginia.
I'll tell you what, so far this trip is not disappointed in vistas. Just continue it. Vista after vista after vista. This is really cool. Looks down on a lake. We need water. There's a lot of it right there. Hi, water. Hopefully, though, I know this starts to head down. Hopefully, we'll run this water soon. If not, we're going to be busting out the headlamps. Morning, guys. It is 8:30. We got into camp last night late. It was almost dark. Barely set up. And got set up. It was still dark out. Made dinner real quick, and we crashed out. I actually slept in. It's 8:30, so I feel great. But here's a look at the camp where we stayed last night. Here's where I slept. I slept in the War Bonnet XLC Blackbird hammock with my underquilt. Comfy as a bug. And Sue slept in my old one person. She slept in there with the Big Agnes. Big Agnes.
Loving me all night.
She slept good. She's a little sore today, but all normal soreness. Hip bones and stuff from carrying the pack. But other than that, we're all good. All good, but it was a nice campsite. There's a nice rock for cooking. Hi, Sue. Good morning. There's the fire that we didn't have because we were too exhausted and beat. But there you go. We can get on the trail this morning and get some breakfast and coffee in us. Coffee time. Boiling some water. Actually, that is pond water, or puddle water, sorry. Puddle water. We ran into an incident last night with water, so we actually got water from a puddle and strained it with the cat and bee free. And we drank it, we ate our food with it, we're making coffee with it, and no one's got sick yet, so it worked. There's Sue's coffee. That's going to be my coffee right there. Glorious. So what's up, guys? So here it is. If you're ever hiking this trail and you're starting at Bare Rocks and you're basically hiking along the outside of the perimeter, down Rock Ridge and down towards Lion's Head, just a heads up, there is no water up here. You're basically like up on a big plateau and you're going to have water. What would you say, Sue? About a mile in we hit that water initially, that first stream?
Less than it, yeah.
Probably a half a mile in the Bare Rocks, you're going to hit a stream. After that, you probably have, I'm going to say 6 miles estimated, maybe longer, before you hit any sort of water supply. So if you're planning on hiking the Bare Rocks loop and starting at Bare Rocks, make sure you bring lots of water. Because I mean, we had plenty of water to drink, but you also need cooking water and coffee water and all that, which we didn't have enough for, but we were fine. We just filtered some out of the puddle about 50 yards up the stream, but we were fine. But yeah, bring lots of water. No water supply up here on the first probably 6-7 miles of the trip. So we're on the trail again, hiking. We're not doing far today, probably only about 3 miles, but saw this. It reminded me of, that's what we drank out of last night. It looks something along the lines of that, no lie. So, you agree?
I agree, and we're
perfectly fine.
We're healthy and feeling good.
Perfectly fine. So water filters do work, folks. You spend $40 for one. You have to use it occasionally, and actually I use it a lot, but you don't want to use it usually on something like that. But it worked when it had to, and we're all fine today and good to go. So hiking on the trail, we got about 3 miles to do today, and we'll hit some spots along the way. So we're walking down. I think we're coming near water here. This has been a nice grade. We've been hiking this way about a half a mile. It's been a nice slow downgrade. Easy on the knees. But gorgeous views. All right, so guys, I switched from the, check that out, look at that flow. I switched recently from the Sawyer Mini to the Catadin Bee Free. This water filter is great. I highly recommend it. I'll show you all the pieces in a separate video. Once I get back, I'm going to do a review of it. But until then, I'm just telling you, if you're looking for a good water filter, some of the things I hated about the Sawyer, even the Sawyer, I had the Sawyer Mini, and I know the squeeze runs at a lot quicker pace, but it ran really slow. I can't compare it to the Sawyer squeeze because I never had the Sawyer squeeze, but this flow's really good. I love it so far. We're drinking out of a puddle right now because we haven't ran into a stream in a while, but this water, I think it's moving because it's cold. And it's the clearest water I've got out of a puddle in a while, so look how clear it is. This is pretty. Check out this trail. This is Big Stone Cold. It's going to take us down to our camp. I mean, it is complete muck. Just muck the whole way. So I'm pretty sure we got about a half a mile of this or so. Camp here we just ran into. Check out the chairs. They're like reclining style. Isn't that awesome? Like recliners. That's really nice. Right beside, there's the fire pit. Definitely a nice fire pit. Nice spot here. Real nice spot. What do you think, Sue?
I think it's nice.
Awesome.
Where people can lounge.
Lounging. Off we go, though. We're heading down to the river. This is beautiful. We just came out of, we were in a forest kind of like that for a while with streams and stuff like that. And you just come out to this. It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Strongly recommend Dolly Sods. Sue's heading off to go to the bathroom. Probably got about, I'd say 2 more miles to go today. Pretty cool. We came down this trail and it's getting really tough. Like I said, the trail markings out here are not great at all. And all of a sudden, Sue's like, look at that stone formation. It's kind of telling you which way to go because look, there's another one. So if you're out here and you find yourself lost, I'm guessing, look for the Zen stone-like structures. They're kind of like telling you which direction to go because as we walk, which doesn't look like on a trail, there's another one there. It's like leading you out of the, because we kept walking down, we missed the trail, that's how we got back here, and we were in mud up to our knees almost. So I think somebody did this to guide you out, which is awesome. Here's another one up here. And just keep an eye, if you're hiking out here, you can't find it, I'm pretty sure these little stone structures guide you out of places you can't find. So go with the Zen. Go with the Zen. We found the cream of the crop. Check it out. The recliner style. Recliner in there too. Nice fire pit. Water right there with trickling all night. It's going to be gorgeous to sleep next to. A lot of trees for hammocking. Very open, and we say this is it. We call this home. Bad when you can say this is your back porch for the evening. Literally. Look at this. That literally is our back porch to our camp. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Literally, there's a step there. You go up. Little Karen there for good luck. We found out that's what those are called. Nice little ledge there. See, you can put the feet in the water, cool them off. That leads right up to our fire pit. What do you think, Sue?
I think it's beautiful.
Awesome. Kicking. Keep the bugs down. They're not bothering me. I'm not one to get bit by mosquitoes a lot, but Sue said she was getting bit by some, so we got the fire kicking. And again, you're going to hear me talk a lot about it because I love it. This is the Katadyn Bee-Free reservoir that you can buy. It's called Hydra Pack. They come in 2 and 3 liters. This is the 3-liter model, which is nice because your Bee-Free, the filter fits right on the end of this, and it's great. You hang it from a tree, fill it up with 3 liters of water. You got water in your camp all night for the evening, and brush your teeth, fill up pots to make water, coffee, whatever you need. It's right there for you. And we're pretty lucky. I mean, the stream is literally right there. So nice spot for the night. Really pumped. Love it. Couldn't be happier here. So we're going to get set up, and I'm going to put the hammock up, and we'll give you show you when it gets all set up here. Camp's all set up. Susie's down there chilling on our back porch by the river. Fire's smoldering a little bit. We're gonna have to give that a little love. The recliners are doing good. What do we got over here? So there's my castle for this evening. Noah 12 by 12 with the war bonnet, with the homemade underquilt, and a 50-degree top quilt in there from Eno. So that's mine. There's Sue's. Likes one person. She's using the Big Agnes mat. She loves it. She says it's really comfortable. So she's using the one person, and that's it. Get ready to get some dinner and enjoy ourselves. Enjoy some food. What are you reading, Sue?
I'm reading John Muir's a selection from our national parks.
Our national parks.
Walk away quietly in any direction and taste the freedom of the mountaineer. Camp out among the grasses and gentians of glacial meadows and craggy garden nooks full of nature's darlings. Climb the mountains and get their good tidings. Nature's peace will flow into you as sunshine flows into trees. The winds will blow their own freshness into you, and the storms their energy, while cares will drop off like autumn leaves. As age comes on, one source of enjoyment after another is closed, but nature's sources never fail.
That's fantastic. That's some deep stuff, my friends. What's up, guys? Day 2 complete. Probably about, I guess, 11 miles in from where we started. We had a good day today. We hiked probably about 5 miles. 5 or 6 miles. Not bad. 5 miles probably. But good day all in all. Nice, great weather. I'd hate to see this place when it actually rains, because it is muddy as can be out here, and I don't think there's been rain up here in a while. But so that's it. This is life in the hammock. This is me in my hammock, and it's the most relaxing thing since sliced. Down there, your feet go perfectly. We got a little lamp up there. I'll tell you what, it's hot though. It's definitely, I don't need this blanket when I go to sleep. It was nice in the middle of the night last night, but yeah, it's hot right now. So that's it. I'm gonna crash out, and we'll be back in the morning, get up and eat some breakfast, and get on the trail. Going to go do Lion's Head tomorrow, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But until then, peace out, guys. Good night. So it's morning, third day, about 7:30. Sue slept cold last night. I was toasty warm, but it probably got down in the mid-50s, so some people get colder in the 50s than others. But I was toasty in the hammock. Sue got up in the middle of the night, put her jacket on, it was a little chilly. We're gonna get some breakfast in us, coffee, and head out and hit the trail. Today we're gonna do Lion's Head and come back down off from where Lion's Head is. I think it's called Breath Mountain, but come down off that and start to work our way up around the southern tip of this loop and head back north, which is probably going to be a lot of uphill today. But we need to make up some ground up the northern side of it, up towards our car. So we'll leave us with about 6-7 miles to do tomorrow. So that's it, man. Going to check out Lion's Head today and work our way back towards the car a little bit, but get some breakfast in us and get some coffee and get packed up here. So the truth comes out, which is my fault because I forgot to warn her. Susie, who has been freezing the past 2 nights, I'm sitting here this morning and I'm like, I can't understand why she's so cold. You know, she has a great Big Agnes insulated pad she's sleeping on. The sleeping bag that she's sleeping with is like rated down to 40 degrees. I'm like, why is she cold? So I'm looking over at her this morning and she's wearing the same pants and same shirt last night she went to bed. I'm like, Sue, are you sleeping in your hiking clothes? And she said, yeah. And I'm like, oh no. Just an FYI, folks, big no-no. Don't sleep in the hiking clothes. It's full of moisture, and you will freeze throughout the night.
Everybody, it's been 2 nights.
2 nights.
This has happened,
She's been freezing. And I'm like, I can't figure out why you're freezing. I'm like, it's only going down in the 50s at night. It's not that cold. And I've done it before, and it stinks, man. Don't sleep in... Do not sleep in your hiking clothes. You will freeze. They are full of moisture. You're better off sleeping nude than you are sleeping in your hiking clothes. I usually bring a set of thermals and a t-shirt to sleep in, but I have just been sleeping in shorts because it's so warm at night. But, yep, we're going to get her fixed up tonight and get her in something warm before she goes to bed, though. You are a big deer. You hear me, buddy?
Oh, you got a nice shot there.
Hey, bug. Hey. You are a monster, dude. That is a big deer, folks. He is just chilling there. We're talking. He's probably, Sue, what would you say, 30 yards, 40 yards? He's 30 yards away from us. He's completely aware that we're here. And he is just, he's grazing away, eating some berries and grass, and letting us take pictures. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, he waved his tail at us. How are you, buddy? Yeah, he is a monster, though. No. No. All right, so we're off. I just left camp. And our goal for today is to hike up to Lion's Head. So you'll be coming around the southern tip of our loop, and we're gonna cut up to the top of Breath Mountain, and that's where we will find Lion's Head, which is a really cool vista, which we'll take some pictures from and do some live shots and hopefully get a little cell service so I can do a live feed. But that's it, we're on the trail. Sue, how you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. Everyone's feeling good. We're out at a good time today. It's before 10 a.m., which is a lot better than yesterday. We started hiking yesterday around noon, so late hike yesterday. Also, I still haven't started smoking again, so it's been 3 months, no cigarettes.
Yay!
Yay! Feeling good, so yep, just taking it one day by day, and no cigarettes, but feel good. It's nice to not have to smoke a cigarette every 5-10 minutes, especially out here when the air is so beautiful to breathe. All right, see you at Breath Mountain, Lion's Head. A little stream crossing here, a little stream crossing. So, I'm try not to break my neck while I'm filming. Whoa, 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 whoa. You see me go down, you know it's not good. Not too bad there. And then up this nice little incline here. She made it. We finally hit it. We were going to try to camp here last night, and we're glad we didn't because there's no camping, but it's a gorgeous waterfall. Waterfall goes down and do a nice pull down there. But it is absolutely gorgeous. It's breathtaking. Super cool here. You just come along all of a sudden and you're walking down this trail, and there's these, you're just walking along these huge cliffs, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Still looking for the chute up the Lion's Head. No luck yet. The trailhead. Left our bags down there because I'm about to show you about what you got to climb up to get there. It is straight up. I know this camera does it zero justice, but it's straight up. And I hear it's pretty grown in up top, but we're still going to make the climb anyways. Also, it's all rocks, so there's really no trail, so you have to follow these cairns. We found out so far throughout the whole trip that these are the trail, tell you where to go here. Sometimes. See, there's another one up there. So the whole time you're going up here, the cairns will take you all the way up in the right direction. Really cool area here. So this from like a distance and up, it's just super cool. There's like this little trail that's going in between all these super tall pines, but there's no leaves on it to the very top. It's just super, super cool. Unfortunately, this is Lion's Head. Extremely, extremely grown in. So usually you get unbelievable views. I'll put it up here. You can see the hilltops in the distance. But again, super, super, super grown in right now. It's gorgeous though. Absolutely gorgeous. This pine tree forest with these tall skinny pines. Literally, you pan right here and you're like in a meadow. It's crazy. The terrain changes. The hydrangea is really in bloom right through here. It's pretty cool. I mean, you're just completely enclosed by it. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But you're walking through this little trail and it's on all sides. Yeah. Really, really cool. Beautiful. Walking through here and it's just extremely thick. It's been thick for like the past quarter mile probably. And you just come around and you get, bam, it's just wide open. It is absolutely gorgeous, guys. Wow. Yeah, this is the trail that we have to walk along. Not so you're right along the edge of the cliff. You go basically down there and around that bend. Not sure what's down around there, but you're walking along a cliff edge here. So this is crazy. We're walking up this incline in the hill, and for the first time, I noticed from quitting smoking, not being out of breath, which is a great feeling. You know, normally going up hills, I could always do it, but I always find myself taking some stops and breaks, but I've been going really well on this incline without stopping, and it's the first time I've noticed having a lot more lung air capacity from quitting smoking. So good stuff, good stuff. I'm still huffing and puffing, but I haven't had to stop yet, which is awesome, Off the side here, straight cliff, straight down there. Sure, again, camera does no justice, but continuing up a hill. Nice incline here. We've been going incline now. What would you say, Sue, about half mile? Quarter mile?
Oh, yeah.
So far, quarter mile straight, half mile straight uphill. But feels good, man. Feels good. Feel the burn. So we decided, we found camp for the night. We're gonna camp here, and that'll leave us about a 5.5 mile hike tomorrow back to our cars, which we're gonna start early, so we'll be out of here. We'll be on the road by about 2, 3 o'clock. There's Sue down there. Sue? Great spot though. We are right on the river, which is awesome. Really sweet camping spot. I'll show you. We got a nice fire pit again. We got the recliners again. A great spot for hammocks and tents. And we also have the river, aka the bath. It's going to feel so good. Great spot. We have our own private beach. Can't beat that, huh? Sue, what do you think? Money spot. So how's this? For your own personal beach, man? Wow. Talk about gorgeous. It does not get any better. What's up, guys? You know what time it is? It's hammock setup time. I'll tell you what, I've always swore against instant coffee. I've always, done the old bandana brew or the coffee press. I've done many different things, but I'll tell you what, I brought these today, Taster's Choice instant coffee. I brought it this weekend, and they've been great. I've been real happy with them. Probably gonna stick with them, but instant coffee, I enjoy them. Taster's Choice, the way to go. Susie's over there finishing getting her 10 up. I told Sue I was going to downgrade her.
All by myself this time.
Because I have my hammock up, and I take a nice little 2-hour nap. I get up, I look, no tent set up.
Should I be shamefaced?
No tent set up. I said, Sue, what are you gonna do if it rains and storms and thunder comes out of the sky? She said, jump under your hammock canopy. So she set it up. She's getting all set up here. We've been here for about 2 hours though, chilling out. I took about an 1.5 hour nap, so it's been nice. We're gonna get a fire going and relax in a little bit. Susie got the big Agnes. Susie, how many breasts to fill it up?
25.
25, she says. 25 breasts. What's your rating on the big Agnes so far? 1 to 10.
Good. It deflates so fast too.
Deflates fast, inflates fast. She likes it. 1 to 10, what do you say?
It's up there.
She's saying 8 because I think she was
But
cold.
if I'm on Bob's rating scale, I guess I'll have to give it a B+.
She doesn't like my rating scale. She gives it a B+, so there you go. Also, I think once she sleeps with her sleep gear on tonight and not her hiking clothes, I think she's going to grade it a lot higher because she's going to be a lot warmer. We'll see. So we got a nice campfire going. Huh, Sue?
It's so nice and warm. There's a little bit of a chill.
Little chill in the air. But this is a great campsite, and it's been my personal favorite site since we've been out hiking. But I think it's also a very popular site because, there's a waterfall, there's swimming holes here. I mean, it's just awesome, all around awesome. But it's very picked over for wood. Extremely. I'm definitely going to put this into my pack next time. I don't currently carry one, and I weigh 40 pounds, carrying 40 pounds of weight, so why not have one? I'm going to add a little mini tree handsaw to my arsenal. It would have definitely come in handy this past weekend because there's a lot of dead trees. We just need to cut them down. So it'd be nice to have had a handsaw to cut down a tree. Dead tree, that is. Don't.
Teacher, whose idea was it, teacher?
It was Sue's, who actually has moved up to an A-. Now there's a reason why Sue. There's a reason why Sue has moved to an A-. Sue has some. Is it a psych major? Psychology major, and there is nothing better than going hiking with a psychology major. It saves you thousands of dollars in shrink bills by just hiking with one. It's fantastic. But guys, it's 8:30. It's hiker's midnight, getting ready for bed. All right, guys, getting ready to go to sleep. It's the end of day 3. Good day today, great day today. Saw a lot of great sights. Good hike, good hanging out, good conversation with Sue, and we had a good time. So that's it. Just cleaning up the night, getting ready for bed, hanging out in a hammock. Tomorrow's chance of rain, I think. We're gonna hike we have about 5.5, I believe, 6-mile hike tomorrow out to our car. So hopefully get on the road or on the trail around 10 a.m. or so, and get on the road around 3, put us back in our respective towns around 5, 6 o'clock at night. Give us a little chill time before back to work tomorrow or on Wednesday. But it's been a great trip, man. Dolly Sods, strongly recommend it. You have definitely surpassed my expectations. It's been fantastic. So that's it. Great day. See you guys in the morning. What's up, guys? Waking up. Day 4. Dolly Sods.
We probably got about 6 miles to hike today or so. Just waking up, slept in, 8 a.m. It's cold last night. I don't know what it went down to, but it definitely got chilly. I think something probably had to do sleeping beside this river. Probably gets a little more chilly down here by the river than it does up top, but we're up where we stayed last night. But yep, got chilly. I'm gonna get up here and get some breakfast going and make some coffee. See you in a bit.
So thank God I brought the Sawyer Mini. Our catted end is all clogged up. I'm guessing from drinking out of that puddle, but I don't know how to back flush it. I thought it would just be as simple as flushing water through the nozzle end, but it's not. So luckily we brought the Sawyer Mini for a backup, because I mean it's working, it's dripping really slow, so I don't feel like at 8 a.m. in the morning when I'm dying for coffee to sit there and wait for it to drip. So back to the old faithful Sawyer Mini. Glad I brought it with me. Also, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me with my hand. My selfie stick broke last night, which kind of upsets me, because I finally busted out and spent a little money on a selfie stick. And when I mean a little money, I mean like 25 bucks versus the $8 that they normally cost. And it broke. I mean, the screws just came out of it. So no selfie stick for me today. So all hand using of the camera, all with the hand. But that's it. Just making some coffee. And Sue's using the stove for getting warm. She is acting like it's 32 degrees up.
Listen, I suffered. I was up for hours shaking. It was so cold. So Bob's theory on just wear your thermals did not pass the test last night.
Just to let everyone know, it probably went down to 45 degrees last night. It's at 52 right now, so I'm guessing it was a little colder. Yeah.
And by the river.
45 degrees, not 32. Eating a little Mountain House granola and berries, and thought I felt something on my forehead. Yep, we got rain for the first time, guys. Just spitting right now, but doesn't look pretty out. So we're gonna eat up here and get packed up and get on the trail. But it looks like we're gonna be breaking out the rain gear today. So that's what we just climbed up right there to start the morning from our camp. Again, camera does it zero justice, but extremely steep, extremely steep. So getting on the trail. My guess, let's see, it's 10:15. My guess, we'll be at the car somewhere between 2 and 3. Somewhere between 2 and 3. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, on the trail. Here comes Susie. Watch where you're walking, honey.
This is all rock.
Come over here. Over this way, sir.
You went this way?
Yeah, that way. Just be careful, it's slippery there. Ta-da! There's Susie.
Come on, boy.
That's how, look, that's straight ahead. That's how steep this is. Oh, you're going straight up. It's fun. It's fun. First thing in the morning. Yee-hoo! I think we finally come to the top of that mountain that we just climbed. Pretty brutal. By far the steepest elevation we've climbed so far. I don't know what the elevation change was, but I know it was steep. But that's it. I think we're on the top of a mountain now, and I'm not sure where we're going, but we're along the top of it. No more steep incline, which is nice for a change, and beautiful though. Just pines and beautiful up here. Absolutely gorgeous. Across the top of the mountain, and here we go. Little makeshift bridges. Again, it has not rained. Imagine if this was rainy, if it rained or it was spring. Wow. Again, pop out to this top of the mountain. It's really nice. Really nice. Just gorgeous.
So we're still heading on Upper Red Creek. Just ran into a group of guys. Nice group of guys, bunch of kids, probably about what do we say, Sue, 7 or 8 young guys.
Yeah, 14, 15.
14, 15-year-old, real nice, out with dad or a couple adults and out for a good hike. But they said, be prepared. You will get wet up here. So I guess we're gonna run into a lot of mud on Dobbin. I think it's called Dobbin Creek or Dobbin Trail, one or the other.
Shin high.
But I've heard, they said shin high. They said no way around it. But that's cool, that's at the end. And I've heard that in other videos that if you're coming down that way to be prepared for the mud. Some people, that's why some people do this loop counterclockwise, maybe just to hit that mud at the end, because then, you know, once you get through that, you're basically at the trailhead back to your car. So, heading down another mountain.
Got a trailhead here. I just thought of it. I wish I would have filmed all the trailheads. That would have been pretty cool. But of course, now I'm just thinking of it with like only 3 trailheads left to go.
We're going to run back real quick. And
Yeah, we'll go back and do them all. But we're on Blackbird Knob right now. If you head that way, I know there's a campground down that way. We just came from that direction, and we are heading Upper Red Creek that way. So off we go. USA! You really hear your echo a lot up here. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. USA! That's awesome. Cool right here. These are some of the bigger ferns I've ever ran into. You can see how tall they are off the ground. Really tall. But a whole field of them. Really, really cool. Tall ferns. Really, really tall. What do we got up here? More ferns. Just gorgeous, you know? And then before you know it, boom, you're heading into a forest. This looks like a forest of mud right here. Check that out. I don't know if you could see it on the camera or not, but it's pretty wild. You just gotta walk around. I mean, that's why Sue and I were talking, man. I'd hate to see this place in the spring, man. Wow. I mean, it hasn't rained the whole time we've been out here, and it's just still just mud everywhere. I mean, there's these little trails most of the time around the mud puddles. But yeah, pretty wild, pretty wild. So this is pretty cool. You basically walk around this bend and it's just a wide open field. It's absolutely gorgeous, man. Just the diversity of terrains up here are unbelievable. They continue, they never stop. They just never stop. I mean, you're just like in a wide open field up here. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
So as we're getting close to our end of our hike, it always starts happening, and I start talking or thinking about, usually when I'm by myself, what kind of food I'm gonna eat. Because, you know, it's only been 4 days, but you start to miss things like, for me, hamburgers, pizza, stuff like that. I was just deciding what I'm gonna have. And I've decided I'm gonna search for the best fried chicken in West Virginia. And I'm gonna get fried chicken and macaroni salad, because that's what I miss. And considering it's 4th of July, I think it's good to do fried chicken and macaroni salad. Now Susie, Susie misses fresh vegetables and fruit. Hey, to each their own, to each their own. That's what she likes. So Sue, tell us, what are you gonna get?
I'm going to have a big, cold, juicy piece of watermelon and the most delicious salad with all kinds of greens and veggies. Yeah, yeah.
To each their own. I want grease. She wants veggies and fruit.
So, but you know, hey, out here you miss things, and to each their own, whatever it is. But it's good to get back and get that stuff. So, coming down to the end, we probably got about 3 miles left to go. Just another beautiful view from the Sods. So this is on Upper Red Creek. We're heading north on Upper Red Creek. We're near Dobbin Grade intersection. But nice stream here. It's running pretty strong for a fresh spring. So going the other way, there was no water at this area, and we're about the same area. If we would have worked the trail clockwise, we would have ran into this. So, but anyways, northern end of Upper Red Creek near Dobbin Grade. Nice spring if anybody's looking for water. Kids and guys we met. How is everyone? Great. Hello. Yeah. Happy 4th, guys. So we're filling up water here at the stream. A bunch of guys are doing the same thing. They're out on a hike. They've been out here for about 4 or 5 days too. So nice spot to fill up some water. So off of Upper Red Creek, now we're on to Dobbin Grade, which is known to be a bit muddy. So we're just kind of working our way around the mud here as best as possible. So left Upper Red Creek on the Dobbin Grade. This will take us right up the Bear Rocks Trail, which is our ticket out. So just enjoying the last couple miles of beauty, man. Just never stops. This trail has never disappointed me yet. Just every mile has been fantastic. Beautiful butterflies. Just beautiful. This is Dobbin Grade. All the times prior, there has been ways, around the mud. Yeah, I don't know of too many ways around this. But this is what you got, man. You got straight mud. Straight mud. I'm just gonna basically go through it slowly on the outside and probably end up going in.
Well, give your OAR lyric right now.
What's that?
You gotta go through it.
Oh. You go around it, some go over it, some go around it, I go through it. OAR. Yeah, we're gonna get muddy. So, neither of us escaped the mud of Dobbin Grade. We both got it pretty good. Sue went in up shin deep. I went in probably over ankle deep at times, but yeah, there's no way around that. And it hasn't even rained here. That's the crazy part. Like, I'd hate to see it when it rains here, man. This place has to be, I don't even know if it's passable in the rain. And
well, if you had hip waders, you'd have to have your hip
or you have to
on.
have like high gaiters or hip waders on, man. I don't know how else, or you're just getting muddy and wet. All right. So if you're hiking up here in the spring, or if it has rained or has planned to rain, my advice to you would be to wear trail running shoes, trail hiking shoes, running shoes, whatever they are, with shorts, and just plan on getting wet because it's going to be extremely muddy and you're going to get wet. It hasn't rained in days, if not weeks. And I mean, we're pretty soaked on Dobbin Grade, and it's been muddy the whole time. So what I would do personally, if it would rain or be nasty weather, I'd go with trail shoes, shorts, and just plan on a fresh pair of socks each day and hang in my trail shoes because they dry overnight versus hiking boots or hiking shoes. And just go with that because any bit of rain, your feet are gonna be soaked the whole entire hike up here. So I don't know if you guys watch Tweets from the Trail or not, but Frozen from Outdoor Adventures and Syntax from Syntax 77. Thank you guys. You guys both went counterclockwise to not have to deal with the muddiness right off the bat of Dobbin Grade, and I of course followed your lead on that, and much appreciated because we're getting pretty muddy right now. But again, it's, you know, we only got like a mile left to hike, so it's not bad. So great call, guys. Thank you. Actually, just a heads up, the more I think about it, stay away from Dobbin Grade altogether. I mean, it's unbelievable. The whole thing is muck knee deep. It's pretty nasty. So all possible, go around it. I don't even care if it's an extra quarter mile, whatever. Stay away from Dobbin Grade. When you're on Dobbin Grade, make sure you tighten up those laces. Tell them so. Your feet go down there. Sometimes you don't know if you're going to pull your shoe up or not. Dobbin Grade continues to kick our butt.
Indeed.
Nice stream here. Right off Dobbin Grade. Probably toward the northern part of it. Last, I don't know, maybe 3/10 mile or so of Dobbin Grade. Nice stream. So we're a big fan of the Echo. Go ahead, Sue. Let it out.
I gotta think of something pithy to say here. You go first,
Okay,
Bob.
ready? Mine's gonna be pretty basic. Hello!
Hello! And mine was weird.
Pretty awesome.
I thought of nothing but hello.
I'm a big fan of the Echo. So, when you're coming up Dobbin Grade, meeting with Bear Rocks, okay, you come up to an intersection right here. If you turn around and look at the trailhead sign, you see no mention of Bear Rocks. But you are running into Bear Rocks here. That is when we came in. That's the direction we went. And leaving, make sure you go that way, back to the Bear Rocks trailhead. If you look up here, you'll see the 522, but nowhere does it say Bear Rocks on it, but that is the direction you want to head to get back to the Bear Rocks trailhead in the parking lot. We're coming down to about the last half a mile to mile. Absolutely gorgeous. We've already hiked this on our trek in, and of course a very steep grade to finish. Gonna miss these views heading out, and we can actually see the parking lot very, very far away, but we can see it. It's way up there. But I'm gonna miss these views, man. And by the way, happy 4th of July. Giabella, Nico, love you guys. Happy 4th of July to you. Sue, you want to say happy 4th to anybody?
Happy 4th of July to all my beautiful babies, and you know who you are. I'll be home soon.
Happy 4th, guys. Beautiful butterflies. All right, guys, there's our car. We're getting close to the trailhead. All right, so completed your first hike. Nothing to laugh at. 20 miles roughly, probably 20 to 22 miles. If you could stay out here for 4 more days, would you?
I would.
I would. Nice. I would also, just to let everyone know. What did you like most about the trip?
Just the beautiful scenery in nature here, just feeling so much the presence of God in all of creation. It is so magnificent. And here we come to the end, but you know, as they say, the end is the beginning.
Now let me ask you this, and I know the answer to this. What did you not like about the trip?
Well, it's a little bit chilly there.
Chilly at night.
A little chilly going on.
That's all right. We can fix that, though. That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right, guys. Thanks as always for watching and following. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. I appreciate the subscriptions, even though I get nothing from it, except recognition, but it's awesome. Last but not least, Giabella and Nico, as always, I love you guys. You guys are the greatest things in my life, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. I love you guys. This is Tweets from the Trail saying peace out from Dolly Sods. Till next time, take care, guys.